Hi, family. I'm Stephanie Wade. I'm Habasia, helping your brothers and sisters in Africa. I'm coming to you today to let you know that I'm doing just fabulous. And how about you? I'm going to start off with what I'm wearing for the guys that, actually care about what I'm wearing. Earrings, cooperative economics, probably made by Maasai, but I'm not going to stick to that because I don't know. But I did buy it during cooperative economics, probably at the black market in Houston. But I have bought earrings all over the diaspora and in the motherland. So just know I bought them, even if they was bought in the motherland or here. My head covering, it was bought in Nigeria. No, it's not wrapped the way that it's wrapped in Nigeria, but usually when you get it wrapped properly, it's done by someone else. And I didn't have that someone else here today. My in-law, Jenny, she used to do my head wraps. And I don't have her here, so this is the best I could do, guys. But it's so pretty. I was not even the one to wear it the first time. One of my cousin's friends wore it to a wedding, and that was okay. I just wanted it to have some good use, so she needed something, and he said, my cousin has African stuff, maybe she can tell you where to go and buy some African stuff. And I didn't know where I could send somebody to buy some African stuff, but I had one not used. I let her use it, and she looked beautiful in it. So anyways, I'm wearing my jacket that I wore when I came back to the world, to the United States, and in context of Curtis Mayfield's song. So you have to actually listen to the song and to lyrics to know what I'm talking about. Because I know what I'm talking about, as my friend, the happy companion, would say. So you need to know what I'm talking about by listening to Curtis Mayfield Back to the World song and lyrics, because otherwise it might be way before your time, because I am 67. But anyway, here's my shirt, trying to get more in the sun so y'all could see it better. She's pretty. And I like it because of the lace on there. I got it at Cooperative Economics at Kwanzaa in Galveston. And the outfit is just a top. It's just a top and a skirt that was made for me in Tanzania. So anyway, we've gotten that out of the way, guys. I'm going to sit down and talk to you about some stuff, okay? Well, guys, you're starting to know me as the Creole Griotess. I am following in the tradition of my ancestors. It's not anything that was planned, but it just happened. I've been telling stories all of my life. People have been saying, oh, you're so funny. And I thought it was hilarious that they thought I was funny, because I wasn't trying to be funny. I was just telling my stories, which was not meant for comedy. I was just sharing, that's it, sharing my stories. Not like I was getting paid to be a comedian or something. So anyway, that was that. And this YouTube thing, same difference. I'm just sharing. I'm not monetized or anything like that. And as I've said previously, even when I become monetized, I won't be doing it for the money. I won't. I'll do good works with the money. Lots of times I use props because it helps to wake up a center in my brain for the subject matter for that day, because I actually don't have any scripts. This is not a scripted channel. I'm just telling y'all my stories as I'm so led by the ancestors who live in me as part of my DNA makeup. Don't hear any voices or anything, but I do have thoughts inside of my head that I write down when it's triggers that stimulate what I talk about. One of my triggers was yesterday in the comments when somebody was asking me about mentorship, and they said that I didn't really want everybody to be calling me on the phone, that I like to talk on the phone with my personal friends and my family because I'm only one person and there's no way I could talk to hundreds of people, thousands of people, especially for free, y'all. I mean, I'm retired, guys, since I was 62 and now I'm 67. So it's only so much I can do. So I'm doing my best by recording this, and hopefully I can help many people who watch this video. And if you think it helped you and you know somebody that it could help, please share it. It's free. And if you have not subscribed, please do. That's also free, y'all. What y'all waiting on? Hold on for a second. Sorry. I have to put this thing where it won't make noise. Sorry about that, but I'm outside, and that was kind of like a little scarecrow thing that I used to get rid of the birds in my garden, because this is my garden, but since it's springtime, I don't really have that much growing in it. Maybe a pepper or two, some arugula, stuff like that, still growing my roses. But anyway, guys, that person was saying that they will figure it out about the mentorship. Well, I'm going to share with y'all about my experience as a mentor. I've been a mentor to many in my lifetime. I've mentored my cousins when I was small. I liked children so much, my grandmother would say, "You'll never have children because you like them too much." But I would take my younger cousins home and I'd babysit them for free. I only took money if their mama wanted to go out to party. Then I figured, hey, supply and demand. She needed me then. It wasn't because it was fun, you know? And she'd give me money to babysit her children if she wanted to go out. But otherwise, I would take them and bring them back home, buy them toys and stuff like that. I just thought kids was just so interesting. Well, guess what? I still had children, 3. I even adopted my daughter because my husband, who determines the sex of the child, kept giving me boy, boy, boy. So we decided together that we would adopt a girl, and we had to wait for 15 months before we could adopt a girl because I just had a baby. That was a boy. Oh, so anyways, let's not go into that story. That'll be a story for other days. I have mentored people to bring their businesses from one level to another. And I didn't know that I was doing that until that person told me so. And I was happy to know that I had that influence on somebody. One of my cousins even told me I had exposed him to the library and books and games where he could learn so much things about Black history, and that I've taken him and his siblings and my children to the museums and art galleries, and that he had learned so much from me. I was just so touched that somebody would come and tell me this as an adult. And I realized that I had mentored him even without thinking about being a mentor. Then as a nurse, I was able to volunteer my time outside of nursing at Ball High School. And these children, they might have been a quote problem to the school, but all they needed was a mentor to help them. One of the children was a young guy. His mother had died, and his father was busy working, y'all. And all I did was tell him about current events and got him to read the newspaper that he never thought about reading. And we would read these newspapers when I go see him. I think it was every Wednesday, but no matter the day. I would visit at school every week, and we would sit there for that 1 hour time. And they told me that he started doing so much better in school. I was so proud of him. He graduated. And then the next year, I got another child who was at risk, and he also started doing so much better. All the teachers was giving him compliments and leaving messages for me on how much better he was doing in school. So they did very well, and I am so proud of them that I could make a difference in their lives by just being there constantly, trying to open their eyes that reading was fundamental, and knowing current events made you more aware of what's going on in the world, and that you could see, even if you had problems, maybe they weren't as bad as somebody else's problems. Because some people in the world, I'm telling you guys, have terrible things happening in their lives on a daily basis. So all I can say about mentorship is if you have an opportunity to mentor someone and you're so motivated, please do. What you waiting on? It's free. And when you give that gift of time, I feel like it multiplies in your life. And when you're giving them some attention, you're learning something, even if it's just about human behavior and something about yourself. And you become a more loving and caring person. So good luck with your mentoring. Every one of you who decides to do so, whether you're mentoring an adult, encouraging them to get a chicken farm going and raise chickens that lay eggs and just not sell all your boiled chickens off as fryers, that you have to let some of them become the rooster that fertilizes the eggs so you can have more chickens, you know. Education is the key for that, even if it's just a little agricultural training, maybe as little as 7 to 10 days. But anyways, good luck, guys, in being mentors. Go out there and multiply yourself by planting seeds of wisdom inside of people. Motivate them to get to the next level. Okay, guys, the second topic I want to talk about is super beauty. One of my subscribers told me that I'm still beautiful, but when I was younger, I was super beautiful. And I was like, what are you talking about? I just made a video yesterday about the photo shoot was at 62. So I don't know what younger is. 62, 67 is no such thing as a younger senior citizen. A senior citizen is a senior citizen. So I don't know what that means, because that's when I did the photo shoot at 62. So I decided to do some research on beauty. It says, what is beauty? It says, does it matter at all? Does it make you super beautiful because you're younger? Or are you just beautiful because you're older? Is beauty only skin deep? When one cannot see themselves, you cannot see yourself as other people see you. And even if you use a mirror, you'll never see yourself as other people see you. This is a picture of my dad, Charles Edward Spencer Jr. Wasn't he a beautiful, handsome young man? He probably was 18 when he took that picture. And he died, I guess, super beautiful, because he was only 22 years old when he died in a car wreck. I would have much preferred that he became a handsome old man and I got to be in his presence and learn all of the stories directly from him and not have to research about him in the library or listen to my cousins tell me about how nice a guy he was when they were little children staying at our grandparents' house that I never met. I think a lot about when people are so superficial about definitions of beauty. So I just started reading about beauty. And then I said, does age matter? Or does it matter that you're becoming wise? I said, one cannot see themselves as the world sees themselves. As a youth, I did not feel beautiful. In fact, when I was young, one girl had a fight with me and I thought she was my friend, but she called me Pinocchio Nose at Catholic school. And some of my so-called friends would call me that as a nickname because of my narrow nose. Hey, Ethiopians have narrow noses. Hausa people have narrow noses. Fula people have narrow noses. Mandinka people have narrow noses. Tikar people have narrow noses. But we were so brainwashed in the United States, we thought truly there were Negroid features, that you had to have a pug nose or a flat nose and thicker lips to be considered black enough, or where somebody wouldn't feel threatened or jealous because of how you looked. But guys, all I wanted was acceptance. That's it. I wanted her to be my friend. Of course, before we got into that fight, I didn't see her as any different. I think we're all unique beings, and our beauty is an individual thing. Beauty is an abstract concept. And that super beauty stuff is sold to us to sell cosmetics. And that's all. To sell cosmetics. What's important is what's on the inside. You should be known by your works. If you don't have good works, I don't see how you're beautiful at all. good works matter. When I was younger, I was always searching for purpose. I was searching for identity, y'all. Y'all think that's funny when I tell y'all about my grandmother and about us being Indians, not Africans, and then later becoming black and proud. Well, I collect native dolls too, indigenous dolls too, and yeah, they are red earth like us. Yeah, they are. This is how they see themselves, the doll makers. So yeah, they see themselves as red earth. So it's a reason why we see ourselves as such. And this doll, I got this one. The other one was from, I think, Oklahoma, from some gift shop in Oklahoma. And this one, the casino in Louisiana. So she has straight black hair, but look at her skin tone. She's red earth, y'all. Red earth. So it's like, how do we see ourselves? An indigenous person designed her. So how do we see ourselves? They used to make them cut off their hair and change their names too, and try to whiten them up in many awful ways, as they did our people. And some of them was my people. Like I said, the 1.5% is a lot more than a lot of people have in this country if they did a DNA test. That 1.5% means that my grandmother was right, as recent history so dictates. So while people are searching, they don't feel beautiful at all. I mean, I didn't, not as a young person. Like I said, I was searching for identity. Like, who was I? Who was my people? I'll pull on my mama's skirt when I was a little girl, and I say, is that my daddy? Every time I see a guy that I didn't know. She was married. She had a husband, but she let me know that that was not my dad. And even unfortunately, when she introduced me to somebody at 5, that was an ex-boyfriend of hers, he wasn't my dad either. I will never understand why that happened, but he was such a interesting person. At the end, when he was in a nursing home and allowed me to do that DNA test, even though he said I didn't need to do it because I could be his daughter and his stepdaughter could be his stepdaughter. And I like, no, I really need to do this. And found out we weren't even related at all. And then later found out through DNA who my birth father actually was, which was the young guy's picture that I showed you. And he did die as a young guy, so that's how he'll always be seen in my eyes, because you cannot age. Once you're dead, you don't age. So he'll always be a 22-year-old that was 21 years old when I was born. Sorry, I'm changing this around as the light comes out so y'all can see me better. And I like feeling the sun on my face too, y'all. It feels good. But anyways, I'm just talking about identity, because that has a lot to do with your concept of beauty. Like I said, I did not see myself as beautiful at all growing up. And even as a young woman, I was searching for love in all the wrong places and in the right places. All this party, like it's 1999. Just trying to find the one that would love me, to fill in that gap of where's the rest of my family. Half of my family is missing. I thought I found it in a human being, but no, not true. I loved him, and I know he loved me back in his own way. But it wasn't the answer that I was looking for. It wasn't all that we needed. It's love that we needed, but it's the agape love. Yeah, the agape love. And that leads me to one more thing. The greatest gift is love. I'm glad I have all these little props around. I actually had it even before that person wrote to me talking about super beauty. I just thought that was just so unique. And that's what it says, love is the greatest gift. So anyway, guys, I was so glad to find out about my father, that I felt so complete. But I'm telling you, before I found out about him and met my cousin, Lyle, because he's the one that caught the plane to come over here and see me, and we researched more in the Rosenberg Library microfilm files. I just didn't feel all there, all complete. Like I said, beauty on the outside is just a superficial thing. If you have nothing to give on the inside, it's empty, I don't see how that's beautiful at all. In my lifetime, I've been many things, y'all. I've been a daughter, I've been a granddaughter, a great-granddaughter, I've been a friend, I've been a lover. Oh, y'all, I've been an African chief. And when my mama named me Stephanie, meaning crowned, I would never, and she would have never thought that I would have ever been crowned somewhere, especially in the motherland, Africa, when she didn't see the motherland as Africa anyways. She just saw the United States as home. We'd been here for 400 plus years. And when I was searching for purpose, I never knew that my purpose was to encourage other people to get to another level and to share some of my wisdom with other people. Sometimes through media like what I'm doing right now. Sometimes it's a one-on-one level. I hope I don't have to stop this, y'all, because of my neighbor's dogs. But anyways, I do my best to help who I can help, because you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. No matter how much you've tried to influence somebody by putting them in the best schools that you could afford and give them opportunities to learn things and being in mentorship programs, put them in all kind of karate classes or whatever, martial arts. You cannot choose somebody's path to follow. But I try. And I've been so pleased that sometimes when I do my seed planting in my lifetime, I've seen different people going from one level to another, and surprisingly even to a higher level than I could ever imagine. I see life as a gift, y'all. Living I live life like it's golden because I know that is not promised to anybody. I don't know how many times I can say that. And I really mean that, y'all. I love the wisdom that I've acquired in my lifetime. And I'm so happy that I can share my knowledge with others that want to listen. And I don't know how many times I have to say, I have children, I have grandchildren, I have great-grandchildren. I help plant those seeds and nurture those seeds, and they're my reincarnations. If you want to see the young version of me, I did lots of times versions of me. And those versions of me are what? A reproduction of my creators, my mother and my father. Even when I didn't know who my father was, I was still his reproduction. I like to read books because of him being an academician. I liked wrestling. He was a wrestler, y'all. Won championships and everything. He did pre-med. He had a scholarship to Howard University. So yes, I have his nose, I have his eyebrows, I have his lips. I got some of his melanin. So yeah, we are made in the image of our creators, our parents, and they're made in the image of their parents, and so on and so forth. And hopefully our good works is because the Most High, Yah, created us. And that story is for other days. But I was researching, and I came across lots of things. And yeah, I do study. I've studied lots of doctrines in my lifetime. I've gone to theology school. I've taken catechism and Catholic school. I've been a Seventh-day Adventist for years. I studied Messianic Judaism. I've studied Orthodox Judaism. I've contemplated going to Israel to repatriate, make aliyah there. But I did not. I studied with the Hebrew Israelites when I was living in Atlanta, Congregation of the Tabernacle, Israel. Sorry about my neighbor's dog. I hope he calms down. If not, I'll stop this camera for a minute. But anyways, I've even gone to classes to study the Kabbalah, and I had what they call a red string tied on my wrist. So I've done lots of study, y'all, into spiritual essence, you know? And I feel like I'm a spiritual person. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, y'all. And I don't think it's just me, but only you can decide for yourself who you are and what you believe in. And I'm not trying to convert anybody to anything. I'm just letting y'all know that it's not a compliment to tell somebody that they're prettier when they were younger, because getting older is a gift. And if you don't understand that, I'm sorry. The only way we stay young is if we die like my dad did. Aging is a gift, and that's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing from the Creator. No one knows the hour, y'all. And just remember that no matter what group you're in, if they're a good group, they are known by their works. By their works. And not they're known by how cute they are, how fashionable they are, and how much money they have. And when I die, I hope y'all remember the things that I've done to help people, to make people's lives better in this world, not by how cute I was in a photo shoot, how cute I was when I was younger. I was super cute. Well, guys, all I want to be is a super woman, a phenomenal woman. That's what I want to be. By the works. I want to be known by the works that I have done, that I was a good woman, and that I helped as many people as I could, one at a time. And if I could help more than one person by this media, that's wonderful. And I'm glad I would have found a higher purpose to help more people while I'm still here in this universe of ours, in this matrix that we call YouTube. Because that's what it is. If you would ask my great-grandchildren about me, their Grammy, I'm sure they would think that I'm the best thing next to apple pie. My grandmother, to me, was the most beautiful person in the world. That's how I was so motivated to find out about the meaning of Kora and going to the Gambia and all. Because she was just fabulous to me. To me, there was nobody better. Nobody. My mother was a good second because she was her daughter. She was made in the image of my grandmother, and she should have been proud to be part of her. And I should hope that my children one day will represent some of the things that I planted in them. They already pretty because they look like me and their father. And his family looks like my family. So I guess birds of a feather do flock together, even when it comes to how one picks their mate. They're trying to recreate themselves. So if you pick someone that looks similar to you, guess what? Your children will look like two of you put together. And when they're with you, they'll look like you. And when they're with their father, they'll look like them. That's just how it goes, y'all, most of the times. I always wondered who I looked like. I looked like my mama, dipped in milk chocolate, but I just never had her nose. I never had her lips. And I just wondered, y'all. I just wondered. I figured my dad must be chocolate for me to be like this. I know genetically it could have been otherwise, but I don't care. I just wanted to simplify things. And my simple explanation was true. Because, yeah, he was chocolate. And beautiful chocolate, child. But anyway, I feel like I'm blessed by the Most High to have lived this long. And no matter how much longer I live, whenever I do go, I want to be remembered for the good works that I've done, not the cute photo shoots that I took. Because the photo shoots is just a little small portion of my life that I paid for. Of course, I was able to afford it because he wasn't so internationally famous as now. But still, there was a blessing. I was able to do that and check that off my bucket list. Again, y'all, I see life as a gift, y'all. Living it like it's golden. I want people to know at 67 that I've helped many, even if it's just in little ways. Super beautiful definition. Informed, informal, extremely pleasing, impressive, etc. Used after an exclamation. You use exceptional to describe someone or something that has a particular quality, usually a good quality, to an unusually high degree. Approval, extraordinary. Beautiful, alluring, cute, dazzling, fascinating, fine, graceful, magnificent, marvelous. I used to not like my maiden name because, number one, it was not my father's, it was my grandfather's. But as I was growing in me and my spirituality, I was going to higher dimensions in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I was researching names. And that name, Sam, was short for Samuel, which meant God listens, taught by God. Then I decided that was a good name after all. So when I was hanging out with the Hebrew Israelites, I used the name Shmula or Shemela, meaning taught by God. God listens. And again, I've been a daughter, a wife, a mother, a lover, an African chief in Cape Coast, Ghana, Seifo Hen Okua Mansa. I've been a micro-philanthropist, grandmother, great-grandmother, mentor to many, friend to many, cousin to many, a sister to many. I'm a child of Yah, y'all, trying to find my way home to Zion, which is not a place on earth. You can research on your own. Matthew 7:15 to 7:16. You will know them by their works. Ephesians 2:8 to 10. Doing works prepared for me to do in advance. So I can't brag that I earned anything, you know? Doing good works prepared for me to do in advance. Like a mission impossible. If you decide to accept this mission, you know, because it's free will. But I tell you, when I do good works, I feel like it's a little bit of heaven, y'all. I do. I was just looking to see if I missed anything. And I don't think I did. Because I say again, everyone's beauty is unique. Don't buy what the advertisers are putting out there about you can buy beauty in a bottle or beauty in a tube. That's just advertising so they can make money. Everyone's beauty is unique. We just have to know that. You have to encourage people and let them know that they're beautiful just the way they are. Not that they was more beautiful when they was younger, because it's a judgment from you. Like, how can you judge another person's beauty, which is unique? It cannot be compared to anybody or anything. We have to know it. If you can encourage someone that they're beautiful inside and out, please do. Please don't connect it to an age, because the only way age would matter with beauty is if we all died as young people. Is like, why could you be beautiful and then the beauty goes downhill as you age? It makes no sense. All our gifts we have only multiply with age. The only way we don't grow in wisdom is because we reject that gift, because it's out here and we have the time to learn wisdom if we seek it. They say, seek and you shall find. So anyways, let someone know that they're beautiful today. Not that it was beautiful when you was younger, or if that definition, then only babies are super beautiful when they're born. And as every day they grow, they would get uglier. The ugly duckling grew in beauty, you know, and the ugly duckling was never ugly. That story's for other days. We're all looking for acceptance, y'all. Acceptance. Looking for acceptance, just the way we are. If we recreate ourselves, you're going to have a younger version of yourself to nurture. And hopefully they'll turn into the new and improved you, the older you, hopefully the wiser you, hopefully the kinder you, hopefully the you that's a giving person, a you that mentors other people. Whether you do Bible study or Torah study, or you study the Quran, or any other books, it's all good. Do what you need to do to help yourself feel more complete, and try not to tear somebody else down by judging them according to your concepts of beauty. I hope that you have expanded your concept of beauty from right now. I got this when my son was in the Navy. My oldest son, Emananjo, was in the Navy. Of course, I didn't really want him in the military, but he thought that he had opportunities that he wouldn't have had by going into the military. So he did. And so I got a statue to remind me of him. And that duffel bag, I was imagining him coming home, y'all, in one piece. And he did. He was beautiful from the moment that he was born. And he'll never stop being beautiful to me. Like I said, y'all, I do all types of things. My silk painting is not silk screen. I have done silk screen prints before, but this is not it. This is actually painted on silk with paints that's made to paint on silk. This is Omya, the name that I call the creator and that many call the creator. Omya. And no, you don't have to call the creator Omya. And whether you believe or don't believe, that's up to you guys. It's freedom of choice. freedom of belief, free will. Then I have my Gullah angel, because growing up Catholic, what? We had guardian angels, y'all. So when I was in the Gullah Geechee area, I went to this little store, and they had this Gullah angel that's made out of like a little wooden thing that could have been, I guess, a little clothespin if you carved it out. But I just thought she was so cute with her little afro. I was like, Gullah angel, handmade in Low Country, South Carolina. They call her a rice angel. It says, handmade in a Low Country of South Carolina, the Gullah angel is a commemorative to the woman of Gullah heritage, women who carried the load, worked the fields, and did whatever was requested with dignity and purpose. These were the angels of the Low Country and are our Gullah angels. I saw the nuns, the Catholic nuns, the Sisters of the Holy Family, also as my angels. But see, when they used to wear their little habit, yeah, one of my little collectibles, y'all. I'm sorry I got clicked off by a call. I'll have to check it later. But for right now, I have to finish this video, y'all. As they say, I'm on a roll. My influence, my Catholic heritage, the little nun doll, and the little priest, little collectible. Like my cousin, Sister Jeanette say, you're a Catholic till you die. My little doll I got in Tanzania, still red earth like that Indian doll that I got here. And I would give all these music boxes to my mama. She liked these music boxes. So guys, until next time, all I can say is be good to the people around you. Give them compliments that's fair. Something like age no one controls. And just remember to compliment somebody who's older on they was cute or younger is not a compliment. It's pretty much an insult. You cannot control growing older. You feel like it's a gift that you're growing older. So if you want to tell us something, you can say we beautiful, but you can hold that part about you was super beautiful when you was younger, because that is not a compliment, y'all. That's pretty much an insult, you know, because as we grow older, we should grow in beauty, because that is something that should be inside out. Beauty is not just skin deep, or it shouldn't be. I would hate to think that y'all think of me as a superficial person, you know, that it would just be an external side of me that you cared about, and you wouldn't care about anything that I've done in my lifetime to make the world a better place. I'm Stephanie Wade. I'm Habasia, y'all, helping your brothers and sisters in Africa and anywhere people of African descent are. Because we need some help, y'all. So if I helped any of y'all to see beauty as something beyond superficial, external beauty, and knowing that youth is not something that old people most old people want. It's like we've been there already, y'all. We've done that. You can't turn back the hands of time. So since you can't turn back the hands of time, why would you be grieving for the youth that you lost when all you got to do is look at your grandchildren and they look like you? You can enjoy your grandchildren's youth. You can enjoy your great-grandchildren's youth. You can enjoy your children's youth. You made them, literally. They're your creations. And if you can't sit back and enjoy your creations and see how beautiful they are and say, hey, it's good, it's all good, it's sad for you. You cannot undo time, and you should never grieve time. I don't grieve time. When I was younger, I had no concept that I was beautiful at all. I was searching for more meaning. I wasn't happy all the time. I'm happy a lot now. Not all the time, but most of the time. So anyway, guys, until next time, peace, peace, power to the people. And I'm out, y'all. Bye.